Hello and welcome. Oh, it is hot up here. So the plan of this live is to have a chit chat about what you would take from a Miniland theme park and then add into your sort of mini figure scale city. While we'll be having a chit chat about that in the chat, I will be detailing absolutely everything that is possible for this area here. I had a huge architectural land, which was basically like a mini land, and I had to move it all, which was just by the Colosseum. So I'm going to be doing that, and then we can just see who joins in with the chit chat. And even if it is a little bit quieter, because I've gone sort of a bit of spontaneous, it still means I can take these apart. So if you are watching this on repeat, please let me know what you would use from your own, or for your own city, and what you would take or how you would sort of display in your city from the actual Miniland. That's what I'm trying to get across in a point, because I would quite like to add in some of the water stuff. So in Legoland Windsor, because that is the sort of last Miniland video that I put up when we're doing this. The one from Billund is scheduled to go up soon. I quite like how they've got all the water effects with the islands, and then they've got the fans and stuff. And I've got a Vesta fan just to my right up there, and that's you could, if you had multiple ones of them and just recreate the base at the bottom in for water, that would be a nice thing to do. Or to actually have like a boat sort of theme would be quite smart, because they have how they go around all the water and things. Obviously it's on a cog thing at the bottom. If you could copy that sort of thing in display and actually add it into the little city, that would be quite cool as a mini figure scale. If you've been to the Lego house, we will have this conversation when the Lego videos from the Lego house goes live, because a lot of the people haven't been to Billund, so I can't say, oh, what about doing this and this and this, because they haven't seen it yet. But I think I'd like to add, especially after seeing Billund, I'd like to add a lot more water into the city. That'd be a really nice thing. And if you are watching this and you're wondering why you can't type, you need to be signed into your YouTube to be able to type on the side. If you haven't got a YouTube account, you can just sort of just watch like this. So as I can see, there's a couple of people at the top, but there's nobody in the chat. So I think that's just because you probably followed the link directly over from my Instagram page. Whereas if you come in through your own YouTube channel, you'll be able to sort of have a chit chat. But I've come on about 45 minutes earlier because a couple of the people that were in last night, they had to get their little ones to bed, and I know around 7 o'clock, and now people will be eating. So I thought I'd come on a little bit earlier, and it is ridiculously hot. So I would imagine loads of people will be having barbecues. But I will be here for when people have a chit chat and when people come in. But I will be doing Mondays will just be a regular theme park Monday. So what we can do is we can talk about the week's worth of videos that will go up. So I did live yesterday, and there's a couple of videos scheduled to go up this week. And then on Monday coming, we can have a chit chat about them, because that's all to do with Billund currently, unless I can get to another theme park before Christmas. I'm trying to get over to Germany if I can. That'd be quite cool. Get over there as well, and then start mixing and matching the videos up, because I've rinsed Windsor dry. I will be going back there for Halloween. That's one thing that they do actually nicely over in Windsor. They do the Halloween displays are quite nice. That'll probably be another thing that I would probably steal from their Miniland. Because they did do a actual minifigure scale Star Wars walkthrough attraction. That was back in the day, that they've now changed. But obviously the Minilands, if you've seen the videos, the Minilands aren't to minifigure scale. So it's just trying to figure out what would actually work and how it would suit and work with regards to being able to sort of steal their ideas and add it into the city. But I would definitely like to copy some of their water. I think that would be a nice addition. The only thing is that the actual boats are so big; they eat up so much space. That's the only problem. The reason why I'm doing it on this table is I've got the webcam up that side, and if I knock the table, it makes it all wobbly. So Saturday Ave, I can see you are here. How are we? Got a couple of people watching, but they're not signed in. So I've just been talking to myself. You've missed nothing apart from what I would steal from Miniland, dude, and that is the point of conversation this evening. What would you steal from any of the Miniland's videos that you've seen, and then how would you incorporate it into your Twizzler of a city? I was saying that I quite like the Denmark display from Windsor with all the big fans, but I like how they've done all the water underneath. So I'd like to add some boats and stuff into my actual city. I think that'd be one of the main things that I might steal as a on a mini figure scale. That, and I would like to put some trains in, but it's just so difficult to do. But welcome and hello. How are we, sir? How is everything going? The chat, dude. I saw the chat on my end when I rewatched it back. But I don't know if you have to rewatch it back through a laptop to be able to see the chat. I don't know how it works. Yeah, see, I like the windmill and canal thing. I think what I would probably take away from it more would be trying to incorporate the canals with a small boat. That would be looping around. I think that's a real nice thing. I think they've done that really, really well. That would be up there on my priorities of things that I would steal their idea from and incorporate it into the city. I did say something else, but I can't actually remember what I said. It will come back to me. But we're going to make Monday night a regular thing. Saturday Ave for catch up on the week's worth of videos, and then I'll probably end up doing some more random Lego based ones like this, which is still linking to the actual theme parks, but it also incorporates, I add in, because I'm detailing everything at the moment, so if everybody's wondering what I'm doing, I've got loads and loads. I've got a pile of them just here, you can see them, and I've just got to take all the tiles off and then redo it. It'll look nice. Might be able to incorporate some water on that. That'd be good. Yeah, well, I saw it at my end, and there's a tick box that allows the chat to be re-added into the live, and I ticked that for it to be there, and I saw all the chat when I watched it back. But I did only check it back on this laptop quickly just to make sure the actual upload works. I checked it this morning after you sent that message. No. The Miniland area, it's still tiled, and we've done a load of work. I can't move it like I could do on Instagram, but for anybody that's watching this back, where the city is all over here, it's all brightly coloured, basically like this. Not as vibrant as this Rainbow Road, but it is all tiled all outside the front of the buildings. But what I've had to do Saturday Ave is obviously to redo the theme park bit that's behind me. I moved all the architectural sets, and the only thing I tiled was the architectural section. So what I've got to do is I've got to take off every single tile. So there's about 1,000 tiles. So I've got to take off all of those, and then I can then put the base plates back down again. And just to your left, my right, I've got all the architectural buildings there ready to go back in, and then I can build around the new brick house set as well. So it's just a detail evening this evening, while everybody lets me know what they would steal. What would you try and do Saturday Ave, apart from the Holland area? What would you try and nick to add into your city? If you could recreate a scene, how would you? What ideas would you steal? Because we were saying that obviously it's not the Miniland stuff's not in Miniland. It's not in a minifigure scale, but it would it could easily be changeable. So, what would you how would you try and do it? What would you put beside what building? And that goes for everybody else that's watching this back. If you are either watching it on catch up or you're watching it in many weeks and moons down the line, please let us know, because I always love to know what inspiration people give. I was saying about the Halloween thing. That was one of the spooky little characters out and put a load of little Lego pumpkins all over the place, and they have all little pumpkins in the windows of. So, like with Ninjago, for example, if we stick with the new Ninjago garden set, you could put little tiny little mini pumpkins in the window and things like that. That would look really smart. Oh, it's hot. But yeah, what would you steal Saturday, Av? What would you want? What would we have? What else would I nick? What else would I nick from the park? Scotland's got all massive pitches. Wales has the rugby area in. England has the massive buildings. As does France. The pier would be nice as well. Having a pier over a beach, that might be quite smart. I'm trying to think who I've seen that's got that. I'm not 100% sure who I know that does have it, but yeah, let us know what you would have and want, and all that good stuff. Who can't get in? Sorry. All right. Somebody can't get into the somebody said they can't join in the chat, but that's probably because they've gone through the link and not through the thing. Yeah, the NASA section would be really cool, because obviously they always release the space rockets, don't they? So the NASA section would always be really smart. You wouldn't need a massive amount of space for it either. Because if you think they've got all their buildings, but they did years ago release the bit that holds the rocket, didn't they? And then you had the bit that's on the wheels, and you've got the main takeoff bit. But they've added in all the other like training facilities and buildings. I mean, you could easily fill, if you just went with the Lego city scale size stuff, so not even the modular stuff, you could easily half a table, and you would have tons and tons of stuff on there, tons and tons. But I don't know. I think for me, I've got the actual old NASA sets. I have actually got a couple of the really old. Is it 97 stuff? I'm trying to think what the set number is. The instructions are over there, but I'm not getting them. I'm not going to get them out. But I could potentially do something like that, but I haven't got the space. I know I've seen people stick them to the ceiling and things, but yeah, the NASA space rocket sets, they are very tastefully done. God, that was cold out the fridge about 20 minutes ago, and that's already warm in here. Currently 28 degrees still over here. That's why I am slightly pink, because it's slightly hot. How would you do the NASA stuff though? Well, I suppose if you've only got a small footprint, the NASA stuff would go up, because I guess you could just have the rocket with the tower and a load of the fakes. If you spot it, it should be clear enough. But the little sig fig bits growing. If you spotted your sig fig, Daniel, that is in there. But yeah, I guess the NASA stuff for you might be a good shout. I think what else in the Miniland is a tall footprint. I mean, obviously they've got all the skyscrapers and stuff. Obviously, one of them would be amazing to do. I'm trying to think. what else they've got that would look really, really smart going up. Because I don't want to give anything away from Billund unless anybody watches his back that's already been there. Then also have that discussion with you, but I don't want to spoil it for you, Daniel, and anybody else that's here that hasn't been before, because I would imagine you'd have seen all the Miniland videos, so from Windsor. But they've got some really funky ideas in Billund, where they have got sort of that space saving design. But you can see him. Good. That's all right then. That's okay. Good. I'm glad you can see him. That's all right. My Instagram for some reason is going mad. Bizarre. Maybe you think I'm supposed to be live on Insta. But yeah, I'm going to start adding more and more people into that Coliseum. And then when we start getting to interweb new people, I can start adding those 6 figures. I haven't got Mandy, so I need to get Mandy on there. Killian's I haven't got. I've got a Jada somewhere. I've got part of Jada somewhere. Because we used the roller coaster hair, didn't we? Yeah, the Minilands are amazing. Because the Lego house, when I put those videos up, they have a huge floor of basically a Miniland, but it's actually to Lego city scale, so it's all minifigs. So they'll have like easily floor to ceiling in here of displays, and then they'll have like a load of Star Wars characters going down a load of slopes and stuff. But when that video goes live, obviously we can do another one of these and have a chit chat about it and see what ideas that we could steal from it. But all the videos from Windsor are live now, and the first one from Billund, that goes live in 14 minutes. But the Billund is so much bigger. I've actually had to do it over in 6 parts. And there's just so much more detail over there. So it's actually terrifying the amount of bricks that would be in there. But they will have a lot of cool stuff to steal. But it's a little bit bizarre because I've been to, as I've said a couple of times, I've been to a lot of the parks before, where Windsor is very much a case of each land is a completely different country, whereas Billund was basically Denmark, and it was all of that, everything from there, it was all the history of that. And then they had like a really small, I say small section, it wasn't a small section, none of it is, but they had a section with really, really tall buildings, but it wasn't, compared to the rest of it, it was quite small. And they just had like one big building from Dubai, one big building from Paris, so it was the Eiffel Tower they had there. I think they had a big one from London. So they just picked one of each country and just had it in that section. I'm pretty sure when I get back to Germany and film Germany this time, Germany's Miniland is exactly the same. Dubai is indoors, which is completely different because of the sun. So they're all of their Minilands protected, but again, I think that's all stuff from Dubai as well. It's ridiculous, yeah. I mean, the details they put into it, and it's the fact that how many bricks that they do. It's mad. I like all the animatronics in it as well. I like how they can do sort of what they do, and how they can get them to go around and that sort of thing. I think that's really, really nice. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that's cool. But is the in your Discovery Centre, is it minifig scale? Is that the scale that they do it to? Because you have to send us over some pictures, Daniel. Might have to get you to film it for me, then I can put it up on the YouTube channel. Just film it completely silent. I can do a voiceover. That's the thing with the Discovery Centres, you can't go in unless you've got kids. And like obviously they do adult nights for people that want to be taking photos and things. Yeah, they've got that the day to night thing from the Lego house. So I think the Discovery Centres are a much smaller version of the brick house. So the brick house is on 5 astronomical levels. 5, I think. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5. Yeah, 5. Yeah, because it's a basement. So I'm just looking at the little sets. I think there's 5 good levels on there. But I love how the lights make such a difference when it gets turned to night. It's like the detail that they add into it is just incredible. Some of the stuff you can't see, then you're looking through the window, and then you can just see tons and tons of detail that's just sort of shining through. And yeah, it's pretty spectacular. It is pretty spectacular. Oh, it's in a shopping mall. Does yours have a ride in it? Because I think some of the Discovery Centres over in the UK, they have the adventure sort of laser shooter. Because I think they've got a bit where the Littlens can build, and then there's the Miniland sort of area, which turns from day to night, and I think there's a ride, I think. But like I said, I've not actually been in it. So because the Lego house doesn't have the ride, but they have just like I said yesterday, every single bit of history of the park that you can possibly imagine, and they've got the cinema and things underneath there. So they've done that. They've done that instead, which is really cool. Oh, they have got the laser shooting there. I'm guessing though, Daniel, it's only a small little thing. I would imagine, is it? It's not a very big track. Some build it, fair enough. So how long would you stay in the Discovery Centre with your little one for? How long have you stayed in there in the past? It would just be interesting to gauge how long you would need. It's just in a small complex. But it's nice that they've managed to get something in there which isn't too far from you. Does it have a little shop in? Do you have your own little Lego shop in there? At least it's something for you to do, which is always nice. But yeah, going back to the day night scenes, that would look amazing if you could do that in your city, because I know everybody's putting their lights and stuff into their cities and things, but it's almost like they have bits and pieces hidden. And then when the lights come on, the detail is just insane. That 3 hours enough. Fair enough. So you definitely have a full day at the brick house then, if you spend 3 hours at that one. If you wanted to build all the bits and pieces and all the challenges. Oh, that's not bad. So 3. Are they all point, like actual Lego stores where you can use the VIP card? They're not. It's not like a toy shop like Smith's, like Killian was saying yesterday. You get stuck with. So you can build up your points easily. Is all of that stuff open up again now, Daniel? Is that all open back up? Because yeah, it's always a bit tough when you can't get down there. But I'm guessing now they were one of the first things to open back up again when your rules and regs changed. And just in case anybody wondering, I'm still going. I've got loads and loads, and so we've only just started. We've got the 2x2s and the 1x2s to do. Lots of them, lots and lots. And I am sweating. Happy days, that's right. Oh, I just put it in the wrong bag. What a moron. As long as all your actual Lego branded stores are back open so you can get your points. That's be a topic of conversation soon, but we might as well start it now. Have you got any ideas for your Christmas display? Do you did anybody that's watching this back, or anybody that's watching but isn't in the chat, that can just send me a DM. Let me know just write a comment on this when it finishes, if you can. What are you going to do with your display? Because that's something that they always make look really nice at Windsor. If I can get down there, I'll film it for you, because they'll have a load of reindeer and a load of snowmen, and they have the reindeer and the sleigh, which is the new set. Colin told me about the set. He sent me the some artwork, and then everybody was putting it up about the new reindeer and Santa Claus set. That looks really nice. That'll be nice and festive. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people are just doing everything online, but I suppose the one thing that keeps you going back to the Lego store is they've got the pad wall, haven't they? So then they make you keep going back, because they'll keep changing. They'll keep changing the designs for the pad wall, because Lego King had that issue today. He went to Leicester Square and said that a load of their pad stuff had changed, and it does change very, very quickly. But it's one of those that you got to keep going back every 4 to 6 weeks, otherwise you're going to miss out on the tiles and things that you want. But I guess it's 40-minute drive isn't too bad, because I want to say it's about 45 minutes to an hour is the closest for me, because the stores, I got one that way, and then I got one Birmingham way, and then I've got the main Lego shop at Windsor as well, but that's obviously the furthest away. But that shop's massive, but you can't use your points there like you can at the brick house. So it's not the best thing. But then if you've got a Merlin pass, you get 10% off the set price. So it works out to be double VIP points anyway. So what you save off the money would be what you would get in the points. Oh, we are halfway. Might just do a cheeky hour or so tonight, depending if anybody else joins in. What's he saying? Just sending a message to Lego King. He's hurt his hand, so I thought he's just sent me a message, so just checking up on him, making sure he's okay. All right, good. He's all right. Happy days. Good. So he's back and safe. Yeah, that's it. You keep going back to the pad wall. That is the main reason you go and come and go, isn't it? Because they're clever. They know what we all want. They know what we want, and yeah, it's yeah. I guess it depends on the size of your store, though, doesn't it? Because I was quite surprised at the brick house one, because it had some really nice, almost like a Cadbury's purple. They didn't have it in a tile, but they had it in a brick, and I ran out of time, stupidly. I was going to pick some up and do it with the translucent bricks, which I'm trying to look around for. Other in there somewhere. The translucent bricks to go in the horror theme stuff, and I thought, well, that'd be absolutely perfect for a Halloween thing. But I forgot to bring them back, and you know that if you ever went back there again, or if that was my local store and I went back, they wouldn't have them, because certain things would sell out very, very quickly. So yeah, it's sort of hit and miss, and then pick something up as soon as you see it, because if not, it gets very expensive very quickly on the old Lego bits. Yeah, those the chunky trans green, they're really nice. So I wouldn't mind them in a couple of different colours. I could make. We said we're going to design some sort of Halloween thing. So I would imagine we'll end up coming back on here, and you guys can help me pick and how we can sort out the haunted bit that's in the corner, which you can't see with this cam, but I'll move it around so it's over that bit. Because obviously it's on a laptop rather than a phone, so this is we're a bit more fixed into position on these lives than what we were on old Instagram. But when people realise that we've moved over, we'll be having 10 plus people back having a good chit chat. But dropped it. But it is so hot here. I can just smell barbecue stuff now from the neighbours. And it's just, yeah, it's a proper heat wave on the go. Oh, you got your Toys R Us over there. Yeah, see, our Toys R Us over here is gone. They pulled all their stores away. But I remember the Toys R Us selection was really, really good, and they always had good sales on as well, didn't they? But yeah, Walmart, we obviously don't have that over here. Because our supermarkets don't really tend to have a huge selection of that's the kind of patterns that we're doing, if in case anybody's wondering why it looks like that. Because where the green is would be where one of the buildings would sit. But yeah, it's just a shame our Toys R Us have gone, and yeah, we don't have a Walmart. So, but yeah, our supermarkets don't tend to have the greatest selection, but they do, in all fairness to them, with that like video or whatever it is. They went straight into sale. So certain places you can get sets from very, very, well, I say very cheap, but you can get them. You know it's going to go into a sale, whereas the Lego website it never drops, does it? But again, it's lucky dip on stock. But Toys R Us is somewhere that I miss. I wish we still had that here. So I remember going there when I was tiny, and they always had. I remember the Christmas adverts as well. They were always good fun. But at least you're sort of spoilt for choice, and Daniel, where you are, you've probably got more of a selection than I do, because I've got there's Lego stores about, and then I've got Smiths. I think that's the main one to go to. No, that's the thing. You're gonna it's I guess it's lucky dip with what stuff they have over there, though, isn't it? I mean, it's yeah, it's you could drive all that way hoping that they've got stuff in, but isn't Walmart the ones that get all the stuff in really quick? Aren't they getting all like the minifigures and stuff in? Is that happening? Oh, we got a like. Somebody's liked the video. Thank you very much, guys, whoever that was. Thank you very much indeed. I can't see anybody in the chat bar, me and Daniel, but everybody else that's here, hello. Hello, and thank you very much for liking the video. I'll get back to the chat. There we go. Oh, God, loads. So over in Canada, Saturday Avenue has been nice. We did, but we don't. So we're back. Something went wrong with the internet then. Are we back? Yes. Yes, we are. And what I need to do is I now need to plug technology. So that's the difference. So they have all of those there. And then with regards to Walmart, I thought I saw that they always release everything early, which is nice for you guys, but we never get it, which is rubbish. Yeah, it should be back. It's because it's on the actual internet, so I'm not 100% sure. Not 100% sure what's with it, but it's saying that it's the internet access is there. I think because I just plugged the laptop in, so I think that's the I think that's the problem. So hopefully we should be back at it again. Fingers crossed. It should be all right now, he says. Yeah, it's just a little bit annoying when they put the sets out early, because it's like with the minifigs, you see all of you guys and all the Americans and stuff. They have all of their all their sets completed before we can even get them. Sometimes it's like a week or two prior, which I mean, it is what it is, isn't it? But I'm surprised that they're allowed to do that, because I would have thought they wouldn't been able to. All good now, that's fine. Perfect. Yeah, it's just I'm not 100% sure why she's not happy. It ran perfectly fine last night, but I don't know. Pick up a booster and we should be okay. Interweb. Right, we're away. Right, should be back on. I think the box for some reason has just reset itself, which is not the most helpful thing in the world, but hopefully it's back and it should be okay. Hopefully. Who's saying what? Yeah, hopefully it's yeah. I think it's just staff unboxing. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think they just take everything out, Daniel. I think they just go, yeah, thanks very much. But it is a bit annoying because people can get like full sets weeks before we can, and it's always nice to take photos and get them out as soon as possible. Yeah, I think it was the box. I don't know what it was. I don't know. I think it was happy that I plugged the power cable in, and it's all gone a bit funny, but hopefully it's a little bit better. So, I've had no 4G here at all today. It's been really, really bad. So got those going back to all the internet problems again, which isn't ideal, but that's been going on now for ages. And they always say, "Oh no, it's all right, it's okay," and then obviously, clearly it's not. But because have you picked up any of the new CMF figures, Daniel? Have you picked any of those up? Carry on with this, because that would be that. In all fairness, that would be an amazing if Lego could create like a Marvel / DC walkthrough. That would be mega, because I think loads of people would want to see that. But I know Disney won't allow it because they obviously took Star Wars away from them, so that would never happen. But a large scale Miniland attraction for Marvel and DC, I think would be really, really, really cool. But I've not seen any of those packs yet. No, that's the new What If. No, I've not. I need to pick them up, because obviously with the bugle and stuff going to go there, it would look quite nice if I had the What If figures with it as well. But if I get up to a Lego store, I can just they have them already pre-sorted. I don't know, it's a bit boring, but it saves you getting duplicates. I'll just quite go up there and just buy one of each. And if there's a couple that I like more than one of, like that zombie for zombie Halloween ticket, a couple should be quite nice. But no, I need to have a look. I've not picked them up, which is not great. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, a friend of mine's actually Disney Plus. I wouldn't have a clue what it's about. But the What If is literally just a different story of what if this had happened instead. So, Captain Carter, the Peggy, the lady with the Union Jack shield, it was what if Captain America didn't happen and it was a British female that then became that, and she jumped into the thing instead, and it just told a completely different story. It's just a good way for them to have limitless ideas for making toys, I guess, isn't it? Because if they're going to come up with all these what ifs, they've released the what if sets as well, haven't they? So they are going full hammer and tong with it. So it'll be interesting to see for sure which way they decide to go, and if they're going to be releasing more and more. But yeah, the what if figures, I think they look pretty cool. But I need to get my teeth into them and actually pick some up, because it's not ideal that I don't actually have any. Hello to the people that are coming in. How are we? Hopefully you are okay. Hopefully you can see the chat. I know you can't chat in it. You need to be able to chat in the chat. You need to be signed in rather than clicking the link on through my Instagram page. But for everybody that keeps coming in, I do appreciate it. So we are talking about, if you can't get in but you still want to send me a DM on Instagram, we're talking about what you would, the what if minifigures, because you just got onto that, but from any of the the what if minifigures, because you just got onto that, but from any of the Miniland parks that you've ever or you've seen in the videos, what your own city. So what would you take and do for that? So that is the plan of attack. Oh, you got from season 16. Okay, yeah, fair enough. So good. That's a good effort. I think I've got all of 16. I haven't got any of the Looney Tunes. I've got none of the Looney Tunes at all. Let me just see if I can sort this out. I wonder if this is playing silly buggers with it. So either that or it's just because it's so hot. But hopefully you guys can still see me, okay? Because it's saying that with the trying to connect me. Hopefully it's okay. Technology, pass. But it is ridiculously hot, so I'm amazed that it's actually still going how it's going, to be fair. Yeah, otherwise it's roasting, absolutely roasting. I will wait and see if we must still be live. We must still be okay. Yeah, because the numbers and stuff is still ticking up at the top, and more people are coming in. So yeah, it's just saying the connection is unstable, but I'm not 100% sure. I can't do anything about it. So we'll carry on. There wasn't a question, dude. It was just the question was, can you hear and see me okay? And I guess you can. So it got me the thing across the top, but nothing crashed this time. So pass. I think it's just the weather. It's just because it's so hot. That's okay. All right, fine. No, there's no question. As long as it's working, it's ticking over, Daniel. That's all tickety boo. But yeah, so what we were discussing is if you were to take something from Miniland and make it into a minifigure scale for your own city, what would you do? And also we're talking about what if minifigures as well. So I never picked up any of the Looney Tunes stuff. I just didn't do it. I obviously will do, but I just didn't. I think I might end up picking them up, but I'm not 100% sure. We will have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, we will have to wait and see. It's now saying the connection is unstable again. It makes no sense because the internet is full. Is it just not happy because it's getting hot? Or my cats has decided to sit on the box downstairs. That's probably what's happened. But yeah, never got Looney Tune, never got the Looney Tune stuff. I do need to pick some of those up. There are some nice figures from it. But yeah, the what if, I'd take all of them just because I think it would look really nice outside the front of the bugle. Because you've got the bugle, Daniel, haven't you? Have you picked it up? So I know that comes with tons, and the bugle would be nice to have with that. Yeah, it's all working. Yeah, it's fine. It's just giving me an error message, and obviously it's might just be pixely. Maybe I'll watch it back and it'll just be really pixelated. But if you can hear me, fine. Happy days. But yeah, have you got the bugle? Anybody watching this back? Have you got the bugle? Because I still think it would be amazing if the Miniland added in a big Marvel. They won't be able to do Marvel. They might be able to do a DC thing, because I don't know who's got the rights to the DC thing for theme parks. But Marvel's obviously Disney, so they'll never do that. But you might potentially have something to replace a Star Wars walkthrough, because that was rather good until that had to get taken away because of Disney, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, a bit annoying. But yeah, if anybody's got the bugle, then no, like, oh, sorry, that's okay, fine, happy days. As long as it's all working. I think it's just hot. I just don't think it's liking the heat, because it's the laptop saying it's still 28 outside, and obviously I'm in a greenhouse, basically I'm in a shed, but it's so hot up here. I dread to think what my armpits look like, so I do apologise. But it's shower after this for sure. But yeah, the what if is top of the list for me, along with the new set that'll be coming out and the new sleigh, which Colin very kindly showed me the pictures of, which I cannot wait to see. And I'll probably try and copy. Yeah, I've not built mine. I've given mine to somebody else to build for me. As if stuff around it in the park that we'll create and do, which I think that would look quite smart. I think that'd be from the actual Miniland. Oh, sweet! So you got space for it then to go in, Daniel? Yeah, you're good to go with that. You'll be able to just to throw it in and crack on. Yeah, because obviously it's a tall one, isn't it? It's amazing. It's only on a 32 by 32, because some of the stuff that they had at Legoland, and obviously the Lego house that you haven't seen yet, the actual base that it took up, it didn't take up much base at all, and they were really, really high, because it had almost sort of gone up and then it come across and attached it across. And as I wait for Daniel on that one. It's all right, good. Okay. I will carry on. So I stopped detailing, didn't I? We'll carry on with this. I'm just trying to delay tactics, really. I'm trying to delay as much as possible to see, but it's really weird because I can't see people unless they're in the chat. That's the only thing different. People come in, so you can say hello to them straight away, but I can't see, because it just went up to like 10, but I can't see anybody. So I keep saying it, but hello if you've just popped in. And if you got any questions about anything, please let us know. We are talking about what you would take from Miniland and incorporate into your own minifigure scale for the city. So if you've been to any of the Minilands around the world, anything that you would pinch and design from, I'm favouring towards trying to add a lot more water into mine, because where the city is, where's my hand? So where that is, and coming around over in this corner, sort of parallel with the GoPro, I've got the Monkey Kid waterfall set just there, and I think it look really nice adding a little more water-based stuff in there. I think that'd be quite smart. So that's what I'm going to try and take away from the Miniland stuff, and then I might steal some of their ideas for the Halloween theme and their Christmas theme as well. I think that'd be quite nice. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, do you know what you're gonna you know what you're going to take up and lose? Are you going to lose anything adding that into your city, Daniel? Or are you going to be able to keep everything but just have a bit of a shimmy and a shuffle? Because obviously I'm lucky at the moment because I can just throw in the bugle will fit no problem, because obviously we did all the donkey work and the groundwork for that over on the Instagram side of stuff, didn't we? So that's all done. All the row plates and everything are back in. So even though this looks like an absolute pig, guys, it is actually a proper. If I took all the bags of tiles and everything off and the boxes and things, it's all row plated down. So that's all there. But yeah, I think I'm going to try and add more water in, and then, like I said, steel their stuff. So if you've just popped in and you're wondering what we're talking about, that is what we are talking about. And just send us just add in one of the comments what you would do if you can't get into the chat for whatever reason. Yeah, you've got to be signed into your YouTube account to be able to take part in the chat. The chat is open to everybody, but if you just click the link, you won't be able to take part. So at the moment, it is me and the main man Daniel, all the way from Canada. So Mr. Saturday Avenue himself. And I know we've had a couple of everybody else. We didn't start yesterday's until 7, did we? So people might start jumping on now. We will see, but it's all a good test. Daniel, do you think I need a front light? Because I wouldn't imagine anybody that's rewatching this back is going to watch it 54 minutes in, unless they really like me talking about the same thing. But do you think do you think I need one of those rings? So now I'm going to pick one up when I'm in the hotels, but I don't know if I need it here. What do you think? What have we got? Oh, you won't have to lose anything. That's right. As long as you don't think you're going to have to lose anything, that is beautiful. Yes. Hello, sir, from Canada. Yes, indeed. It's me and Daniel. There's other people watching, but there's only Daniel in the chat. So it's a bit weird not knowing who is watching. I don't think it tells you at the end either, but I'm glad that there is other people listening in. So it's nice. And I know a lot of I say a lot of people did rewatch yesterday's back. And I did get 1 or 2 messages via Instagram as well, saying that they found some of the stuff that we were talking about Billund helpful. So I'm glad that worked, and I think it will start to grow when the rest of the videos come out. Oh, I wonder if it glitched. I wonder if it glitched because the new video was scheduled to go out at 1:45. So the new Billund video is out now. So that's been live like 20 minutes. So that'll give you something else to watch, Daniel, if you can't sleep. Yeah, I mean they do the little ring, but you can roll it up, and it takes up no space. So I wonder if that might be worth trying to do. And then if the hotel light's really bad, I could light up the room a little bit better, maybe. I mean, I don't really think it's drastic, but yeah, it was in here. I can move the light bulbs back. The good thing is you've got no glare, have you? There's no light bulb in your eyeball. Whereas obviously through the Instagram stuff there is, but at least on this side it's not too bad. Not too bad. Oh, this is taking forever. I really want to open this. This is the drink that I had yesterday, and it is actually warm. It's physically warm to touch. I really don't think it's going to taste very nice, but I am really, really thirsty. I might have to. I might be brave. I'll tell you what, the River Rapids and the log flume rides in the Billund videos that will now be coming, that you're going to be seeing, Daniel, absolutely perfect in this weather. Yeah, the lighting in this room, I think everybody's used to it. It's just one of them. I'm glad I changed the light bulbs over, but it's just because it strips smack in the middle. But I'm just thinking for like next year when I'm obviously technically doing this almost full time now anyway. Yeah, it's really warm, Daniel. I'm not going to lie. It's like the plastic's even warm, and the lid. Well, I'll open it up in a minute. But because I'm going to be doing the stuff from the hotel, depending on when this channel hits the minimum requirement to be able to do a live on a phone, I will need to keep doing the live through a laptop. So obviously, if I'm going to be away for say 2 weeks, I'm going to have to bring the laptop with me, which is okay because it means I can do it when I'm in the hotel room. So it means I can do this in a hotel room, have the same setup. But sometimes the lighting in a hotel room, it's all wall lit, isn't it? So you get that really weird lighting behind you, and then your face, you just basically see a silhouette. So I wonder if it's worth picking something up maybe and seeing if I can get it working here and trying it in the. Yeah, I just don't know what to go for, because I don't know whether to have like a ring or so ring. You know what a ring is? That circle, or to have like a one of those sheet lights. They're not on a big stand. They're sort of. I'll send you a link. I was looking some up, and some of them sort of just roll up into nothing, and then you just plug it in by a USB, and I'm just trying to think with all the other stuff that I'm going to be traveling with, because I'm now going to be taking this GoPro with me everywhere just for stuff like this, and also because the stabilization in it. When I walk quickly, the other camera can't keep up with it. So if I'm doing anything outside the theme park, I now use the GoPro. So I've got 9 batteries for the one camera, the GoPro, another 2 batteries for that, and a charger. But then I need to take the laptop, so that'd be like 2 or 3 different cases. So ideally, I just want a nice sort of portable light. Yeah, I mean, if they're compactable, then absolutely laughing. That'd be the. Oh, I've dropped it. Can't be bothered to pick it up. If it's if that's the best way to go, I might pick it up, because I've obviously seen them where they've got them for the phone, and you can obviously just put the phone around the ring. But I've never seen them on its own separate stand. So I don't know. That'd be all right. It's not exactly rocket science, is it? I can just sit here with a torch in my face. Worst case scenario, I can just use my phone light. But that'd be the next thing to figure out. Get booking hotels with Wi-Fi so I can do the lives from that. I think it would be, especially when I'm doing the America thing. I think I'm going to be away at least 2 weeks. Dubai, I'm going to be there. Oh, it's weird because I think I need a good few days in Dubai just to film. Just because it's so much to film, but you could get on the rides quite quickly because it's so big. Good thinking. There you go. See, that's why. Just clip it to the top of the laptop. Yeah, have like a massive light. I might put some makeup on now. If I had a ring light on now, I've got like a little towel. I've got like a little sweat towel down there because it's so hot. We're not. Our house is this way. We never moan about the weather. I never moan about how hot or cold it is. But the only thing that gets me is in the evening when it is roasting hot, because our houses over this way just aren't. They're not like yours over in Canada and the States. To the person that has just joined, hello. I can't actually see who it is, but thank you very much for popping in. Hopefully you are fit and well. We are talking about all sorts of bits and pieces, and what would you take from a Legoland Miniland and incorporate into your city in a minifigure scale, along with lighting setup and the new CMF figures of war. So, Mr. J. Dodwell, I see you. How are we? That worked. Oh, that's really weird. So I can't see who comes in until somebody types something. That's a new one. JD, how are we? We're talking about the Actually, you're like this because we are actually talking about Marvel and DC. We're talking about the new What If figures. I know you're a massive toy collector, so J's _toys collection UK. That name's got a lot better than what it was. My God, that used to be a long name. has one of the biggest and best toy collections I've ever seen. What? No, you've just typed something like 30 seconds prior. You've been here the whole time. That's not. Yeah, we're just talking about the how figures would work with the bugle. So how the what if figures would work with the Daily Bugle. I think we can make a nice display with that. But yeah, the ring light is a good call, Dan. You clip that to the laptop and you'll be well away. But I'm going to have to open this up. Oh, what a mistake! So I got it yesterday for last night's live, and it is hot to touch. Open it up, I think it's going to explode. For popping in and enjoy. Me and Jay's now probably going to talk about all sorts of Marvel stuff. I'll try and keep it Lego based, and he's going to talk to me about his toys, I would imagine. But yeah, I'll let you know if you miss anything drastic. But the new billing video is now live, obviously. So rather than wasting your time watching the next 45 minutes of this or the next hour of this, I am literally just detailing and talking to people. So, but yeah, the new billing video has just gone up, and that is the one that'd be interesting for you and the little ones and your good lady about how you get from the airport to the front gate of the park. So, I will catch up with you soon, sir. And obviously, your sig fig is just there. So, I'll catch up with you in a little bit, buddy. You take it easy. We're actually just talking about that, Jay. Can you see the chat above you? Can you see the chat above you? Or can you only see from below you? From when you've come in and said hello, because Saturday Ave is from Canada, and he was saying that he has multiple to you, but he said he's got a really good sized Toys R Us, which is obviously nice. And then he's got another Coles and Walmart, so they've got a couple of different ones that they can go to. But the chaser. How many chaser in per box? Is it just the one that's in there? How does it? Do you know how many's in there? Is it just literally lucky dip? How did you know that was there, or was it on their website? Watching this and you're not in the chat, just grab yourself a drink and watch me dribble. But yeah, we're saying about the new What If minifigures, and he's not picked any up, and I'm gonna try and do a display with them. And then he was saying about his he's got a good selection of toy retailers as well. So yeah, but I don't know if you can see in the chat further up where he gets his bits and pieces from. I don't know if you can. So how are you getting on with your display? So we were talking again about obviously it was all Miniland based Lego stuff, but we were saying it'd be quite nice if Lego did, I was going to say Marvel walkthrough, and then obviously they're not going to be able to do it, but it'd be nice if they did like a DC style walkthrough / attraction, because they won't be able to do the Marvel stuff because that's all over at Disney. Oh, it's fair enough. I don't know why. I don't know what it's doing. I don't know why. I think it might just everything might just start be overheating slowly, Joe. Well, because it is obviously rather toasty as you're only about half hour away from me. Oh, amazing. Did you get what you went for, or did you leave with something completely different? Did you get what you wanted or not? Well, you're lucky. If it was one that you were after, then you're living the dream with that. But yeah, hopefully it'll smooth itself out. I think it's because I've got video uploads ready. Like they've just basically, I've been sorting out all different playlists, and one of the videos has just gone live. Yeah, Daniel was saying that it sounds like it's a good sized store, the Toys R Us one. They've got a good selection of stuff, and it doesn't sound like it's too far away either. So I miss the Toys R Us that we had here. I miss the trips. So if anybody's watching this back, me and the main man Jay Toys, we used to do regular trips up to Toys R Us round by us, and then remember the trips up by Bristol? That was a nice superstore up that way, wasn't it? One of the mega stores. That was nice. And they had all sorts of stuff. The amount of Lego sets that they had there was just absolutely disgusting. But yeah, it's not as easy for us now. Not as easy. But hopefully it'll we'll have a bit more of a selection if another one opens up. Do you remember the early learning, Jay? Did you ever used to go to that in the centre of town? Not the early learning, the one upstairs. Not the early learning centre, it was the other one. The one that actually had all the main toys in. Did you ever manage to get to that one? God, this laptop's hot. Whoa. Oh yeah, the Lego Bristol was a cracking store. I meant the trip that we used to do to Bristol for Toys R Us. We went up there once or twice, didn't we? Because the Toys R Us was just away from Cribs. Hello, cheeky monkey. How are we? We okay? How are you getting on with your Lego set, Kiara? So we were talking before you guys came back from Smith's about if you were able, Kiara, to set up your own display, but you had to take something from a Miniland, so obviously the Miniland that they got over in Windsor. What would you steal? What would you copy? Yeah, we did. I said it was too. Yeah, the second I said it, I was like, yeah, it's the wrong thing. Yeah, I can't remember what that was called though. You had the restaurant over it, didn't you? But that store had all the old all the Skeletric stuff in there, and there was another nice little toy shop by what used to be Safeways, which is now Morrison's in town, and which is now Morrison's, and that actual shop's completely closed down as well. That's like a more of a stationery / toy thing. But bag 7, you've got to send me photos. How many? What figures with it? What figures have you managed to get in there? So anybody that is again watching this back, and if you can see the chat, and Daniel, who Saturday was in the chat, he'll be coming back. Ginty, hello, how are we? You found us? Are we all right? Oh, we're all starting to come in now. As I'm starting to melt, everybody's starting to come in. That's beautiful. Ginty, we okay? You enjoying the sunshine? Yeah, so the cheeky monkey has got the bugle because I'm far too lazy to build it and a little bit busy, but we know where that's going. And then what we were talking about is getting the what if minifigures to go with it and then making some sort of Marvel / DC display. And she has just said that she's already on bag 7. So in the space of having it for just over a week, she's smashed 7 bags out. And I went up with Jay's toy collection and we saw it in the store in Bristol, and I ended up bringing it back. And we went up there months ago and I didn't even open the box. So that's how slow I am with actually being able to build stuff. And guys, if you wonder what I'm doing, I am just detiling. I'm taking all the tiles off the board. So far, what has been flopped out of this box is Sandman, Carnage, Punisher, Daredevil, and Aunt May. Sweet. That's all right. Then you have to send us. You send us some photos, Kiara. I'll put them on my Instagram story and I'll tag you in them. So then people can start following you from the old Lego world, because you'll have both them, won't you? You have the toys and the Lego on the go. And I'm not ignoring you, Joel. Well, yeah, it's an independent. Yeah, it wasn't. I can't remember what it was called. That's gonna need to be a Google. That is, to find out what that used to be called. That was massive, because I know all the Legos right at the back, and then you had all the Skeletric stuff on the right hand side, and then you had all the figures and stuff like in the middle. And then you had all the younger stuff over the other edge. I'm glad that one's done. Yeah, they had a hell of a selection of stuff up there. So how was work for you today, Ginty? So Ginty, if you were to, because obviously Ginty is in the process of designing her own city, which is amazing. Ginty, if there's anything that you've seen from any of the Minilands that you've ever visited or you've seen on any of the videos, what would you take from the Miniland to incorporate into your new setup? Because I was saying I would like to incorporate a lot more water and canals with boats, because I think that's something they have really nice over there. I think that looks really, really smart. So that's something that I would probably take. But what would you put in, Ginty? What would you do? If you could just see anything from any of the Minilands that you visited and then bring it down into like a minifigure scale, because obviously the Minilands aren't minifigure scale, what would you attack and do? Oh, 6 people in now. Absolutely. And none of them are the full regulars either. So guys, hello. I can't see, it's weird, I can't see who's here, but I just can see that there's people here. So if there's anything that you need, just drop us a message and ask. If you need any information about any of the videos, let us know. And the new Billin video has just gone live 45 minutes ago, so that's exciting as well. But yeah, Cheeky Monkey is smashing out this this set for us, which is lush trees. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, they've got yeah, they've got really nice design stuff, actually. Yeah, but you can't actually take the trees, though, Ginty. You're not allowed to steal. You're not allowed to cut them down, because I know what you do is a job. You can't go around and dig up all their plantation and then shove it in your shed and go, look what I've done. You'd actually have to make them up with the Lego bricks for that. But yeah, there's some bits and pieces. I want to copy some of their Halloween designs. I think that would be fun. I want to add in a lot more water. I think that would be a lot better, because they have got a lot of how they've got stuff. Daniel watch it back, but they got in Billund, in one of the videos I did, they got locks, and you saw a boat go through all the locks, and that looked very, very, very impressive. Favorite t-shirt? Yeah, always got to be Mr. Happy. Always got to be smiling. Always smiling, cheeky. out of all the stuff that you've seen, you would take Buckingham Palace. there's I'm sure if there'd be stuff that you'd be able to utilize, Jay, if you were to put it in your toy room, not in Lego, but you were to make it as a display. There must be something that you could do, even if it's a Star Wars type thing, or if it's a any of the TV, I say TV series, any of the movie figures or cartoon figures and stuff that you've got, there must be something that you'd quite like to steal. So Ginty is going to go all the way up to Legoland Windsor and steal their bonsai trees. You're just going to take your trowel and just take it with you. Yeah, they've got, in all fairness, they have got a load of really nice sort of plantation and everything up there. Billund, when they won't be long until that's it, Young World. That's the one. It's shut in 2005. Well done, Jay. Somebody's been on the old Google. One of you two's gone and done it, so I appreciate that. God, I remember that place. Yeah, when the Billund videos go live, they have. I'm guessing it's like their royal family, I guess their equivalent of it. It is enormous, huge circular building, and at one of the fascias on it, they've actually cut the grass and put water all around it, and you know it's somebody there. They've worded it all out, and they put all the little minifigures walking on the tiny little stones. So it's very, very different over there than it is to Windsor. So Ginty, when you start seeing all of that stuff, you're going to be wanting to go over there with a massive bag and a shovel and just end up stealing everything and pulling it in your shed. Not quite what I had in mind when I said about how would you want to incorporate something and bring it into minifigure scale, but if you want to steal their trees, you carry on. You can carry on with that. It doesn't. It makes you happy. That is fine. So is anybody else hot, or is it just where I'm sat? Is it starting to cool down yet? Because it is roasting up in here. I'm not going to lie. Oh, I'm going to have some more of this hot drink. It's not ideal. Oh, it's warm. Oh, God, that's rank. Ugh. Lovely. Right. Sorry, not on table. I know. I need to get my arm up and off. So, how many bags at a time are you doing, Kiara, for the bugle? That's really quick that you've managed to smash all those bags out. I'm only 55. I've got a 55-inch head. It ran really smooth yesterday, but I think it's I just think the Wi-Fi box is having a bit of a paddy downstairs. So yeah, it's really hot up here. It's really hot up here. It's yeah, the Wi-Fi is trying to reach from the attic all the way downstairs, and it's roasting up here. So I mean, the laptop everywhere is quite hot to touch, but as long as it doesn't melt, we'll be all right. We'll be okay. But yeah, it ran all right yesterday, I think. I definitely prefer this setup. Yeah, I need somebody just to fan me down, basically. But I prefer this setup because what I will be able to do is I'll be able to put multiple cameras in. Obviously, as you guys have been using YouTube for ages, and obviously you do your own YouTube streams and things. But I've just got the GoPro set up on a narrow, and I can make it wide, and it will show everything behind me. But this is just on a narrow setting. But I think once I've done a couple of lives and built up the hours and things, what I might try and do is figure out what software people use for a multi-view stream, and then what I'll be able to do is I'll be able to have the laptop set up, say, directly by the hatch, so it'll be better access, and then I'll be able to have the webcams linked up around, and it'd be like a split bit, so everybody be able to see the whole city. But that's not what we're doing for tonight, so it doesn't really matter. So it's okay. We're all right. But yeah, it's a little bit toasty, but I appreciate you putting me on a 55-inch TV. Is it coming across clearer than Instagram? Bearing in mind, I probably haven't set up the webcam massively well. I mean, it looks all right on my end. It's the Hero 8. I just did a firmware update, and it allows you to use it as a webcam. Yes, that's the one. I thought it began with an S, because as it stands, I got the GoPro going in via a USB cable, so it would be okay. Ideally, it would be Bluetooth, because that way I'll be able to put the camera up somewhere else, and I wouldn't be stuck to the lead. But I'm trying to get it working with the GoPro for when I'm looking clear at the moment. Perfect, that's right. Is it better than the main thing? Is it better than the Instagram platform? Because that was crashing and messing up so badly all the time. It was just painful. People are like, I just can't. It just keeps cutting them off. But I think if I get a Wi-Fi booster for when I'm at home, I think it'll be okay. And then when I'm in the hotels and stuff, I think I was saying before, I might just need a like a face light because it might be too backlit. And then I can just pack the GoPro as a backup camera and then just use it for what I'm doing now for when I'm traveling at like a week or two at a time. But yeah, Streamlabs might be something I'll have to look into and just see how I can set it up with a multi-camera if I need to. But yes, Ginty, I do need some sort of cooling system. I only feel like the next 2 days. But in saying that, because it's so hot in here at the moment, it's going to be really, really hot in here all weekend, even when it's supposed to be raining. It takes ages to cool down because there's no slides up here. It's literally just the roof. So if anybody wants to know what it's like, get up in your attic or get into a greenhouse and just sit in there for the next hour and 24 minutes while we talk about all sorts of good fun stuff. Right, we're getting there. We're not doing too bad. Yeah, I think the lighting is better. Yes, like we needed a system. Not 100% sure I've caught on to that, Ginta. You're going to have to send me a DM with what that is. But it's, I mean, as long as it's better. And once everybody else knows that I've moved over to this way, because we're getting easily double digits, like 15s plus on the Instagram. I bet that it was kicking people out because there's too many people in it. But a lot of people don't have a YouTube account, so it's quite interesting actually the amount of people that don't have one because they just watch the videos via YouTube and come back out of it. But when you do a live to interact, you actually need to have an account set up. What sets did they have, Jay? Have you seen the did they have the new Big Thor set there as well? The little couch, because I want that. So what I want to do is put the bugle that Kiara's making up for me there with a couple of CMF